Everybody, Flash Freak here, and it is now time to play another new game on the channel. As you guys can see, I am alone today, and the game we are going to be playing is called Arcade Spirits. So this is a little bit of a different game than usual. This is actually a visual novel. This game is on Switch. I did find this at my local game store and bought it. Played it a little bit, maybe about an hour or so into it. Thought it was pretty fun and wanted to do it on the channel. Thought it would be something a little bit different that I could do alone with you guys. So so pretty much the basic of the storyline, which you guys will probably see a little bit more later, is essentially what would happen if the world didn't have the video game crash in 1983. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, pretty much all video games kind of had a big old crash back in the day. Atari, E.T., all that good stuff. There's a few documentaries on it. I would recommend checking it out, or you're on YouTube. Click away and research it after this video. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. One thing that's kind of unique about the game, as you guys see, me and myself, Flash Freak, you can choose your character a little bit. You can kind of edit your character any way you kind of want. Let's see. With green. One thing is pronoun, so you can go with he, she, or they. Obviously, I am a he. However, just because it's Pride Month, I guess, just to kind of go with that, I want to go and go with they. Just because I also think with this being like a visual novel, is very relationship or romantic heavy. So I think it would also kind of help us if we kind of could do either male or a female relationship. So I want to be both. So I want to identify as they for this game. Just because, like I said, I think it's going to kind of help enlighten the experience a little bit more. It could kind of help us, kind of experience the game a little bit more, I guess. As you guys see, like I said, there's a little bit of like a changing of, you can change like your hair color, eye color, stuff like that. It's not super in-depth, but it's kind of cool. You can make yourself look like how you want. Green hair and red eyes. There we go. Skin tone. There we go. That's good enough, right? Maybe? Sure. Alright. So, let's go with that. Activate it for the sake of hope and dreams. Alright. All references to trademark classic games, arcade, yeah. Pretty much just telling me, yeah. Copyright. Same thing for this video. Winners don't do drugs. Arcade Spirits. Oh, so I guess the game's from 2009. I thought it was a little bit newer, but it's been pretty fun. I'm going to turn up the volume just a smidge. Put your quarter up. It's another kind of unique thing. I believe there's 8 chapters to this game. I think. But they say level. So I'm on level 1. This video may run a little bit longer than they usually will, just because I'm going to kind of get into the basic part of the story here. The future year is 20XX, a dark era which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. So now, would it be the human race plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister? I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How'd that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year is 20XX, so pretty much what you'd expect it to be. No flying cars, smartphones, pro gamers, celebs, internet trolls, personal assistants, AI, cheese flavor snacks. So, pretty much now. Even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part of any of them. Give an arrow human history. Kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much kind of thing. Trust me on this. For Neon Utopia, you see here. Behold my quaint little apartment. I can't complain, really. It's a paradise. Things go, little large compared to most of the field on family tree. At least I was before today. My roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Never to cover his apartment. Yeah, there is a little bit of voice acting in this too, so whenever the voice actors kind of take over, I'm going to try to let them talk. Most of the text you guys can read by yourself. I may kind of, mouth it like I have been, but I'm not going to read every single little thing to you guys. You guys are able to read as well. About that? Why get upset? It's kind of funny because this also I feel like is very relevant to here. Not really necessarily now, but maybe a few months ago when everyone was getting kind of laid off from their jobs. You just got laid off from the pool, so. See, I feel like this also, especially with me being like 27, I feel like a lot of people move away from the hometown and try to set anew. So, hey, I could play it again. Oh. Virtual life coaching app. I'll think about it. Okay, we don't have to think too long, alright? I will think as long as I want, Juniper, okay? She has enough trouble, yeah. Both of us had a rough up there. Bless her heart, that means well. Good at being an advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled? Nope. Good, nice active the emotional reset button, right? Right? Nope. But see, they do kind of show your character throughout the story a little bit, so like I say, it's not super in depth, but hey, you can make a character look as you want. Sweet black. Through the cracks in the blind, I don't care anymore about being unemployed again. So, you can kind of do your choices here. If people like this and we kind of get a lot of views, I may go ahead and play this again and do like the worst options, quote unquote. But I want to give the weird little app a shot. Hello? So that quote right there. The time that I'm recording this, Samsung Sam came out like maybe 2 weeks ago, I think, is when people had finally discovered the former Samsung assistant, kind of like Iris is here, and people freaked the crap out about her. I mean, everyone's driving fan art and stuff like that. So, literally, this quote right here about a cute girl climbing out of the phone, yeah, people would freak out if this happened in real life because it's already happened with Sam. Personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know when you have a pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Yes, I did. It's been so long since I've had pizza bagels. Wow, would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts? No thank you. Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. That's so realistic. All your dreams come true. Pretty tall for apt to do, or some sort of wish granting genie. Honestly, all I can do is give you a chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search your data for you, but without motivation, you won't get there. That is a true point. Once again, this statement is also true. Honest. I shall use this at battle. Oh, thanks my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Okay, so, like I said, I've already played this before. I'm going to go ahead and do the tutorial again for you guys, just so you can kind of know the gist of this game without me having to full-on explain it. So, essentially, like it says here, I can spot 5 different identity identifiers for your responses to people: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. That's correct. My branding is on point. Quicker response uses jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of the situation, just as things for picking up someone's spirits. But a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. Whenever you stop and think before you speak, you're on a steady ground, but it might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and pathetic and gentle in nature, but they're careful. Yeah. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, and risk-taking, and you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. And then basically it's just like a normal, safe, neutral response. Safely move the conversation along without digging any deeper. So, essentially, this guy tells you a little bit more. But pretty much you're making your personality towards people with your responses. So even though it's like a visual novel, you know, depending on how you talk and deal with situations and talk with people, you have those responses. It can kind of help push your personality to them and to other people with this, which I think is kind of cool. Should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, I never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad. That sounds bad, right? There are no bad choices, yeah. So, and this right here, I think that's pretty cool. Sure, you can gamify your personality, but it's more fun to just let it naturally happen. You know, just be you. That is what I'm going to try to do with this play around. How do you feel about dad jokes? Well, you guys know I love dad jokes. Hi, jokes. I'm dad. So obviously, I love dad jokes. I do them all the time. I'm going to use the identity indicators just to be on the safe side. I can hide them, but I like the other case to the fact too. What if I'm colorblind? So whenever you pause, they show this. Kind of shows you your responses to everybody. Chivos. Responses, enemies. Yeah. That's the wrong way. Relax and have fun. R button. And with everything to do. Understand your spirit, of course, which is why the name's called Arcade Spirits. What? You can talk to ghosts? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's a rule. Romance? Seriously? Okay, so I like this because you can kind of have it be romance with flirty expression, romance without flirty first impressions. You can do it either or. Huh. Let's see how it'll be right in the middle. Read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha, I knew it! It's a scam! Am I authorized? Please enjoy this recorded music. Got that sweet, sweet elevator music. Dang. Nicer than those, please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? Great interview, silly. I'm awesome like that. That's such a response that I would say. I'm going to go ahead and go. With last release, I chose to trust in science. What is my dream, anyways? What the hell? Let's do this. That's what I would say. EGADS. Let's see how far it goes. Alright. Weeks later, it turns out that the best impulsive decision I ever made. A strip mall. 19XX. Place where a random assortment of weird little business jams videos of themselves about. A dentist at a strip mall, I think, would be really weird. I can understand the used bookstore, arcade, fast food joint, and boarded up health spa. But I don't see a dentist being at a strip mall. Maybe I haven't seen those in any strip malls around here anyways. What do you think? I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about singing. .97% accuracy. It is ranging from peanuts to gold, but surely those are good weeks. So, if you guys kind of read that there, pretty much it's just saying that in this universe, arcades are still popular now in our world, but this one, it's like YouTube, where like streamers and everybody go to arcades, and they do it there. This right here is actually a live picture from what I was talking about during the crash of 1983 or whatever. These are the buried ET consoles, or not consoles, the console games for Atari that Atari dug out in the middle of the desert. That for the longest time was like an urban legend, I guess, but it actually turned out to be true. And this is a picture from it. Back in the year 1980 blank, I believe it's 83, I could be wrong on that, I'm pretty sure it's 1983 or 82, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid toy fad like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. These factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Like, poop from the butt. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, and the game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. This crisis only exists in theory now. If only... Nostalgia, the mind boggles. But yeah, so they referenced that pretty big. It's probably the arcade industry. Dotty, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make it around at it and only come up short. The Ghost Palace, that's for sure. Remember, I decided to be a bit silly once ago, but my math is deadly serious. Because it does, it always does. I take things in stride these days. And then close it. Wrong, I still had to try. I mean, what the hell? Why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I told myself when I walked through this door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump with both fate. Then it came all crashing down. Alright, now we're actually jumping into the main part of the game here. Breathe about one of the smelling copper and corn chips. Anyway, what's some stuck? I have to recognize most of these games. What? Neat! Probably not great. Lots of different stuff here. Looks at it like really old. Showtime Stage, a collaboration, won a lot of awards. I think that's supposed to be like a Dance Dance Revolution ripoff. Not ripoff, but like parody of Dance Dance Revolution. Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Fist of Discomfort. Yeah. I really tried the game. Brawler beat 'em up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports segment for nearly the last 8 years. I think that's supposed to be kind of like a, I don't know. Maybe I think it's supposed to be like parodying League of Legends and like those kind of games, a little bit. It's an old lady. Sorry, man. I'm just talking to myself and I had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. So I need a drink. Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in Funplex. What? Francine's Arcade Funplex. Did you see the sign up right there? Up you dear. Ooh, I need to get my phone. I really want to say this one. I'm the magical space fairy, apparently. Love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat up my bottom line. Francine Arcade Funplex. Get it? Do you get it, guys? Originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in the bed some years ago. He died doing what he loved, having intense physical relations with me. Yes. She just says it as it is. I love it. Patrick, man. I'll eventually just sort of learn to filter out all the beeps and the boops. I think we've become fun, but in the end, done. I also like how they actually cut off the noise right after that too. Penguin there, baby! Employees only. On to our little backstage oasis. Just in his office was a bit too untidy there, and the boys been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. Which are great strengths. Alright guys, time to do our job interview. Let's see how this goes. You ready? Lingo set to improve my communication skills. Let's do this, guys. What's our questions going to be? Prepared and ready. If you were a dinosaur, which dinosaur would you be? What? Maybe this would be a good interview after all. Alright, what dinosaur would we be? Okay, so for you guys who don't know, I don't know if I commented on it much. I'm going to go with pterodactyl soaring through the sky. One reason why is because I'm a big fan of a band named Ludo. And pterodactyls are kind of their thing. So, yes, I'm going to go with pterodactyl. Catch updraft staying way away from the meat eaters. How exciting. Favorite snack? It's tacos. Always tacos with snacks. Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. What if you thought maybe you could have it? Oh, man. Here's the thing, though. I would love to have tacos as a snack, so. You are what you eat. What assets can you bring to a team during a notable zombie apocalypse? Oh, I love these answers. See, for me, I work in the medical field, so I could probably do a little bit of medical stuff. But I'm also really good at engineering. I'm just going to say medical. And roll out lawyers, I'm sure I can do a reasonable job. Seriously, I have to take a first aid class when I worked at previous jobs, CPR lessons. I love this job interview. And painfully. One more thing. Why are you here? Look at the tasks and people perform those tasks. More than the paycheck, I provide that, but last fella in your position, that's all you want, and he didn't last long. Why are you here? So I want to say this one, because I do feel like it hits a little bit home for me and for other people. Yeah, just because I feel like a lot of people need hope. Whenever you start a new job, you feel like you're going to be very hopeful for it. Also, like I said, this is supposed to be like a romantic game as well, so maybe I'll find the one I'm supposed to be with as well. So I'm going to say hope. But well, the people in my life who are close to me keep urging me to chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. for his life card to take it. What life are you in here? Let's get to work. Not the weirdest interview I've ever had. Sure, but yeah, it felt appropriate. Yeah, alright. So, I got the job. Fist of Discomfort. That just sounds like a game that shouldn't be at an arcade. The seat she was occupying previously stood behind the price desk. Quitting, I'm being bored of his mind. He felt like getting one of those 500 to push down someone's throat. All that administrative nonsense. I love Francine. She's great. Okay then. Look at all those toys I got. Yeah. See, I think a job like this would be awesome. We have no arcades around where I live, but I feel like a job like this would be thrilling. There's 3 years to come. Right? Any minute now. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Or kill a later, or light up yo-yo. Okay, so we're sitting at about 32 minutes, and we're just about to start introducing some more characters. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So until next time, talk with you all later.